And here we go. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back, my friends, my crypto family. I'm so happy to see you. And I'm so happy that you guys have found my channel. Of course, if you're watching this later on a rerun, then remember that every day, each and every day, I will be live streaming at 5:30 p.m. UTC. So that's the 0 GMT, the 0 time zone. Just calculate, depending on where you live, what time this is for you. If you want to be in the live stream, then good news for you. I do some giveaways for instant tokens. And you can only redeem those tokens if you are present in the live stream, because the codes that do pop up are only valid for a few minutes. So yeah, if you want some free money, some chance at seeing a token that you own really rally up. And honestly, I don't know the future. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But, if you are not holding it and it rallies, this is where you're gonna be in pain. And, honestly, between you and me, what do you have to lose? It's free money. I'm giving them away for free. Okay, so there we go. Now, what we're here for is the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin chart, a lot of people, and especially the people in the chat here, are wondering, where is this thing going? Milo seems to be very optimistic, thinks has a bias thinking about Bitcoin going higher. And on Facebook, we have a friend who is actually looking bearish. Of course, nobody's perfect. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some analysis. We're going to re-evaluate this entire chart. And then we are going to see how we can edge ourselves for one direction or the other, and how we can hedge our thinking so that at least whatever happens, we're not caught off guard. And speaking of codes, there is a code appearing right here. So if you want to redeem this, you're going to have to go to the website get.instant.com. You're going to need an account, okay? But it's really fast. Write down this code, WO-ONOSK. And then as soon as you have been registered, you can use this code to redeem some tokens, and then they are all yours. Okay, this is not a scam. This is not a trick or a publicity stunt or something. I actually literally pay for these codes, and I do give them away as a reward for you being in the live stream. Okay, so this is just an incentive with incentive. How cool. To motivate you guys to be in the live stream. And I do prefer to do live streams. I love doing live streams. I enjoy talking to you guys. And we have another intruder. I hope cats are allowed on the stream. This is our little crypto buddy. But right now, this is my time. This is our time. Okay, crypto kitties is a thing in the past. Okay, no non-fungible tokens for him. So, of course, what we're going to do, we're going to reevaluate those areas. We're going to talk about what has been happening, and then maybe start thinking about some potential strategies to set up for the next coming day. All right, so sit back, have your cup of coffee, just like I'm having my cup of coffee, and we are going to roll the intro, then we're going to dive right in. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. So, first things first, the obvious. Let's start with the obvious at first. I'm going to remove those boxes. Potentially, we're just going to have to put them back, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. The most obvious thing of all, I'm going to make this red so that you see what I'm talking about. Right now, Bitcoin has been respecting this red wedge on both the upsides and the downsides. Even right now, just a few hours ago, we had one wick really retouching the bottom of this bottom wedge, rejecting it, and now let's see what direction it's going to choose. Okay, so this is one thing. So that makes me believe that actually this red wedge has a lot of say for now. On the other hand, we do have this green trend line that actually runs more or less parallel with the upper trend line of the wedge. Now, could this be that Bitcoin has been stuck in a negative slope? Potentially, it is also possible. Why? Well, over here, I'm going to have to zoom in a lot more so you can see it. Over here, we do have those little wicks, and especially this one over here that broke a little bit outside of the horizontal wedge and actually retested the lower area of the channel, so that being the green trend line. So, okay, it's a little bit a story of both sides, both directions, both possibilities. The question is now, which one is going to be more dominant? Okay, so it's really hard to say. What we can do is already set a few parameters, a few limits, like for instance, having a candle close outside of the bottom of this wedge, then potentially we are going to see the price get hit over here on the bottom of the channel. So this is one thing that maybe we could already use a little bit as an indicator, as a line in the sand. But this is not good enough for me. What we're going to do is we are going to yeah, and this is my girlfriend telling you guys that you need to drop the likes, hit those like buttons. 8 viewers in the stream right now, only 2 likes. Come on, guys, you guys can do a lot better than this, and I know it doesn't hurt your finger because I'm a YouTube watcher myself. I know hitting those likes doesn't really hurt you, but it helps our channel. It helps grow the channel, and this is the idea, trying to get more people to watch the channel, making more friends. Being present in the live stream also is going to, help us grow this community. And I'm not trying to grow a pack of followers. What I'm trying to do is spread some more knowledge, educate more people, because the more educated people we have in this space, the less random the charts are going to become. The more and more the charts are going to start respect certain patterns. Just like traditional markets, it's exactly the same. If we have way more emotional people doing whatever at whatever time, then yeah, no chart, no pattern, nothing is going to apply. But if we have a majority of people actually knowing what they're doing and looking at the same levels, making their own strategies, of course, because everybody's going to have a different kind of strategy, but it's going to help the market stay volatile but more predictable. And this is the dream. This is what would actually make cryptocurrencies really shine. And I'm pretty sure if we get to see this kind of behavior over a longer term, a longer time span, this is also where traditional markets, big money, smart money is going to start moving in, because the only thing that's keeping them back right now is just the fact that the market is sometimes too emotional. Okay, and this is the kind of energy that I'm trying to put out there. Okay, don't keep your knowledge to yourself. Spread it. Make the masses more educated so that everybody, you, your mother, and your aunt will be able to start profiting from this, and that everybody can get at least a nice piece of the pie. You know, wealth is not being distributed correctly as it is, you know, and cryptocurrencies offers us this opportunity, you know, having such low regulations, no breakers, no control no control unit, pulling the plugs when the big money is starting to lose money and stuff. You know, this is what we want to go for. All right, so let's make it happen, guys. Now, like I was saying, where do we put our interest? What areas are important? Well, basically the local lows, the identifiable local lows, and that would be this one, that would be this one, and of course on a much further distance, also this one. But I think this one is going to be one that we are going to have to look at on the higher time frames. But for the lower time frames, I think those two will actually really do it. They will do just fine. And maybe on the uptrend, also this one. So when we look at the price chart, that will be here, 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 and then this one over here for the long term. Cool. Now let's dive right in. Let's do this. So what I do, first things first, I try to mark off areas where potential divergences could happen. Okay, and if you don't know what a divergence is, it's very easy. It's actually where the indicator does the exact opposite of the price action. So let's say the price is making a over here a higher low from here to here. This is a higher low. And then we look at the indicator. For the indicator from here to here, this is a lower low. So higher low on price action, lower low on the indicator. This is a divergence, and this shows us actually that the price is actually being really, that the bears are being really exhausted. They exhausted every power they had, but never ever even got the price as low as before. So, and bam, again, the internet is failing. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do with this. I have no idea how to fix this. I'm just going to keep doing the video. I will do the analysis and then I will post it. I'm terribly sorry. I have no idea why this shit is happening. So yeah, let's just do it. This low over here is sitting on an RSI level at 37.6. So 37.6, this will give us 56,500. And this comes in over here. So because this is so close, I'm going to take a horizontal ray and I'm just going to put it right here like this. Next area is this one over here, sitting at 24.7. 24.7, and this will come in at 54.8. So, because this is a range, I am going to draw a rectangle from here to here, right over here. Okay, and now the bottom of all those, now the bottom of all those, I will have to go over a higher time frame, looking at the 3 hour. Yeah, I think the 3 hour will do it. The 3 hour chart will be looking just fine. And this would be at 27.4 on the 3 hour chart. So 27.4, there we go. this is sitting at 54,000, basically just on the red line. So for these areas, I think the way the chart is set up is looking just perfect, fine, and dandy. Now let's move over back to the 1 hour chart. Okay, so for the 1 hour chart, we do have two areas that are particularly of interest. And because over here, we do have a local low, a lower high. We do have a higher low. For me, the most important one to break would be this one over here. Okay, so we're going to re-measure this, and over here we are sitting at 58.3. So 58.3 would give us on the RSI 57,800, and this is basically just on the line with the local high. So we're gonna put another line over here like this, and potentially, of course, we want to remeasure this area over here, because this is going to give us a range, just because the RSI is sitting quite a bit higher, and this is 62.1. So 62.1, we got 58,100. Same thing, this is just sitting on the edge. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a box area over here. All right. So this is looking like something. Okay, cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, am I actually caring about this level over here? Yes and no. Okay, I'm just going to use this as a reference point for the local high to measure where the breakout could start taking place. And what we're going to do is just set this over here with the highest high of this entire formation, because basically we already have quite a reset of the situation with this local low over here being a bullish divergence. And because we already have set a local high over here, as soon as a price will break outside of this orange box over here, maybe I would even make it green, this will be your confirmation that the bullish divergence will indeed play out. All right. So now on the downside, if price manages to break below the wedge, below the bottom of the wedge, it's not game over just yet. It won't be over until the fat lady sings, if you know that expression. And where does the fat lady sings? As soon as we do break outside of this orange box over here. Okay, but still, we could very easily see the price take a dive down, retest the bottom of this area, even the bottom of the green trend line, the green support line, and then make another bullish divergence and still be strong enough to start pushing the price up. Okay, so this is potentially equally valid and perfectly possible. So again, where do you want to set your stop losses, and where do you want to be looking for trades? Number one, basically, everything that touches the red trend line could be a potential first area to look for a long. Don't go super big. keep it very, very tight and manageable, because if price starts to dip lower, your second entry point, your second chance would be somewhere over here in this orange box. Okay, trending down below, lower and lower, I would not worry too much until basically we break below the 54,000 area. 54,000 area, there still could be some support kicking in, but at 54,000, automatically I would be aiming much more towards the 51,000 area. And of course, once we are down there, we started our series of lower highs and lower lows. Of course, this is where we are going to start confirming a long-term downtrend. Okay, so basically, this is the last chance for Bitcoin to show a reversal, to show strength, and to try move up to new higher highs. Okay, so I hope this is clear enough. Another thing that I like to look at, and this is on the 1 hour chart, because all the different time frames are going to show different things, and this is right here on the accumulation and distribution. So over here right now we are still in a little bit of a distribution area, but we do see that actually we have been sloping slowly upwards. So potentially this thing still has a good shot at trying to make new higher highs. On the other side, we also do have this huge volume node over here that could still create quite some buffer and quite some resistance, quite some support, defending price from dropping lower than all this. So yeah, go slowly. This would be my advice, just like always. Make sure that you are prepared for both directions to play out. Okay, never ever bet on one side completely and then just put all in and hope that things turn out the way you are hoping them to turn out. Because this is casino life. This is actually just you know, it's not better than betting on the roulette, you know, and this is not what we're trying to do. Day trading is a real profession where you use your skill, your knowledge, your analysis, your strategies, and all these things to tip the scales as much as possible to your advantage, and to try to minimize your risk so you can maximize your profit. Okay, so I hope this is this message comes over clearly. Like I was saying on the distribution chart, looking at the 3 hour chart, basically the accumulation and distribution is in the green, but leveling out a little bit. So what does this mean right now? It doesn't mean a lot, you know. It might as well just be looking for a little bit of support and then keep rallying onwards. But as long as we are in the green and not really dipping down super low, I do believe that things are not as bad as they seem for now. But of course, you know, this is the way I would set up my positions and my strategies. I'm just showing you guys how you could do this for yourself, and try to use all these indicators in unison. Base yourself first and foremost on the price action, and then after all that, you start comparing with the indicators that you're seeing. Now let's move over to the 5 hour chart. On the 5 hour chart, things are looking a little bit more in the red on the accumulation and distribution, but same thing, slowly, it seems to be tipping to the upside. So yeah, potentially it could happen. Potentially we could see a little bit more down, but yeah, as long as the levels are respected, I would still not become super bearish. For me, number one, the number one bearish sign would be dipping below the 54,000 area. Dipping below the 54,000 area, I would make sure that at least I let go of all my long positions. And then after that, waiting for the bounce, just waiting to see what it looks like on the way up. If price gets exhausted before we get a higher high, then you know what time it is, and then you know it's not summer yet, but it will be time to put on your shorts. So yeah, now wrapping this thing up. And Milo, I have read your message. I will look at Tezos in a second. Just gonna wrap the whole Bitcoin analysis, and then we can do some blah 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 blah, some altcoins. I'm sorry, had a hard time finding my words. So yeah, the Bitcoin dominance. What is this looking like? Well, for now, it looks like a downtrend, but still holding the local lows. We did break out of this. We did see the dominance break out above this resistance area. Right now, just retesting this resistance area bit by bit. On the negative, we do have this huge volume node over here where a lot has been exchanged. So potentially this could be an area of resistance, but dialing out, yeah, potentially we could see more money flowing out of Bitcoin into the altcoins. It is perfectly possible, but on the other hand, we do have this this support line over here that has been well documented, retested a few times. So yeah, let's wait and see. But for now, as it stands right now, looks like the altcoins are actually gonna be doing quite well. Finally, the dollar. Like I said, dollar was making a very nice attempt to move to higher highs. Right now, we can see, actually, we see nothing. And this is the 5-hour chart. We did see a bullish divergence that has completely played out. No bearish divergence for now, so I think a little bit of a pullback would be in order, but I don't think that the dollar is setting up for a big collapse. On the other hand, E-mini futures, the traditional markets were kind of exhausted. There is no sign of bullish divergence. So yeah, let's see if traditional markets, if the E-minis are going to create new all-time highs. Potentially it could happen, but I think if it doesn't happen in a strong way, then we are just going to see a third bearish divergence, and traditional markets could really take a big dump. So yeah, this is it. This is more or less it for today. Bitcoin chart, like I said, try to stick to the levels, just like always. Two potential plays possible, whether we stick within this this wedge. Eventually, we are going to break out. On the way down, there is still your area of potential support, potential saving the downtrend from saving the uptrend from a downtrend. On the way down, if we really break below 54,000, then it is going to be your next levels, your next targets being at 52,000, and if that one doesn't hold, it's going to be 49,000 down to 46,000. But yeah, let's go one level at a time. And also remember, breaking above the high end of the orange box, I'm just going to put this one here on the high end so you can see the levels that we're talking about. And maybe I'm also going to add a ray over here so you see what levels we are talking about. So on the high end, breaking above 58,200-ish, this would be your confirmation that the bullish divergence is going to hold, and then potentially, yeah, big chance of having a blue sky breakout, maybe a few bounces here and there, but breaking above this wedge formation, I would feel more comfortable saying that this thing is going to continue. Of course, you know, breaking above 59,600, we could maybe even set it a little bit lower just for safeties. Let's say 60,000. As soon as Bitcoin price rises at 60,000, then, you know, you might even add on, take a breakout trade, because this thing is going to go at least to the next level being the 68,000, more or less, just like we mapped it before. This thing has not changed. All right, so guys, I think this is more or less it. What more can I say? Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap the video up. This is it for the video for today. And if you want to be present in the live stream so that you can ask some altcoins and stuff, then yeah, 5:30 p.m. UTC is your time to be here. Tomorrow, try to be here so that you can have maybe your altcoin portfolio be analyzed. And yeah, I wish you guys the best of the best. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next side tomorrow. Let's see what happens, which direction Bitcoin has tried to play again. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.